Hello guys, welcome to the 3D market commentary for today. Today is Thursday, May 26th. Just going to put the disclaimers up there on the top left hand side. These are obviously necessary to read for legal purposes, but also to understand what you can expect from these kind of videos. Now I'm going to show you different places you can go if you need help, support or resources. You've got a link here which is tradewithufos.com/Becky. So you've got that there. You also have an email address, which is becky@tradictive.com. So different places you can go if you need help, support, and resources. Let me just show you what you can find on that link. So this link will take you here. From this link, you can do loads of different things. You can book one-on-one coaching with me if you'd like to. If you scroll down, and this will be filled in soon, you'll be able to track the trades that I place in my live sessions. If you scroll down a bit further, here is where you can get different apps that we use for different platforms. You can also check out our own platform, Top or Tradictive Options Planner. And if you scroll down, there's a question and answer section here as well. So lots of help and resources from this one link. So go there if you need anything. Now, let's have a look at our 3D market commentary. So let's bring this up. So we have an email that we send out every day, Monday to Friday. And in order to get that email, we'd recommend that you go to this link here, which is tradewithufos.com/newsflash. Now, this will mean that you will be able to sign up for free to get this email on the left-hand side every day. The email goes through major world markets looking at three major components. That's why we call it a 3D market commentary or a 3D approach. Now, the three different components that we go through are here. Oh, try that again. So we have market climate, which essentially means what's the likely movement of that market? Is it likely to move up, down, or nowhere? And we find that out by using an app called AutoClimate, which is this one here. It's a free app on most platforms that you can get it on, and we can use this to help us figure out where we have probabilities, up, down, or nowhere. Then we have buy and sell UFOs. UFO in this case stands for unfilled order, and what it means is where do we have buyers that can push price up, or where do we have sellers that can push price down? Again, we use an app to help us, which is this one here. Auto UFO shows us with the green UFOs where buyers are, and with the red UFOs where sellers are. So we'll look at that per market as well. As we go through, I'll expand a little bit more on how we use these and what they mean. The third element is market volatility, which is essentially how quickly we expect the markets to move. So those are the three elements that we'll go through, starting with the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is the top 500 US stocks, and we're going to look at this on a daily chart. Each of the markets we look at, we will be looking at a daily time frame. Of course, different things happen on different time frames, but what we're looking at is relevant to a daily chart. So S&P 500, top 500 US stocks. Firstly, we have a thin dot on our AutoClimate. Now, doesn't matter the color. If it's a thin dot on AutoClimate, that's AutoClimate app's way of telling us there's not enough probability in either direction. It's not likely to go up, it's not likely to go down, we don't know where it's likely to go, which means we do nothing. There's no point trading when we don't have clear probabilities one direction or the other. Now, we do have sellers close by, those are here, in 4153.25 to 4062. Those are where we have sellers. So if price were to come up here and hit the sellers, we would expect them to push price down. They've already done that before. Price came in here, hit the sellers and was pushed down. So we'd expect that to happen again if that comes back in, but we'll see. We have a little way to go before we hit buyers. They are down at 34.80 through to 33.19. So overall, not enough probability either way for the time being, but watch out for those sellers. Now with volatility, we'd expect movement up or down in 1 year of 28.27%. So in a day, that's 70.97 points. In a week, it's 156.24 points. And in a month, would be 325.23 points. So that's the S&P 500. Now the next market, if we scroll down, is going to be crude oil. Before we do that, let's take a look at what we have here with our different courses. So we have courses in futures, stocks, forex, backtesting, trading plans, and psychology. So if you need help in any one of those, all you need to do is go to tradewithufos.com/courses, and you can check those out from there. Now you can see here, we get a 3-month complimentary access to the apps as part of these courses. Most of the courses come with a 3-month complimentary access to the apps that we use. Now, AutoClimate, which is this one here, that's a free app on most platforms. We can get it on anyway. Auto UFOs, which is the one that shows us where the buyers and sellers are, that's a paid for monthly subscription, and it depends which platforms you use as to how much that costs. Now, as part of a course, you get free access and most of the courses for 3 months. Now, you can just subscribe to the apps, which is tradewithufos.com/apps. And from there, you can just get the AutoClimate and the Auto UFOs. You don't have to have a course in order to use them, but it might be cheaper overall to get a course and get free access for 3 months than it would be to just use the apps for 3 months. So check that out, see what works best for you. So coming back to crude oil, we have a thin dot on our AutoClimate. Again, not enough probability either way. We don't do anything if there's not clear probabilities in one direction or the other. Again, we're likely to hit sellers reasonably soon. They are between 130.5 to 115.54. We have buyers here between 80.47 to 77.83. They're reasonably far away. So overall, nothing to do here on oil either on a daily time frame, because we don't have probability in either direction at the time for the time being, because we have a thin dot on AutoClimate. Now with volatility, we would expect movement up or down in 1 year of 46.76%. In a day, that's 3.28 points. In a week, 7.22 points. And in a month, 15.03 points. That's movement expected up or down. Okay, so the next market that we'll look at as we scroll down will be gold. Great, and just before we have a look at gold, just to highlight here about the coaching that we have on offer as well. Now, we do a lot of coaching and support for free. You can find our videos on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. You can use our links and go through and check the trades that we place. You can follow us for free in lots of areas. We also have a closed coaching community, which if you go to tradewithufos.com/coaching, you can learn more about, and that gives you access to live trading videos and more resources. Okay, so back to gold. So let's take a look here. Oh, let me just check that. Great. So back to gold, and we have same thing here, strangely, a thin dot on AutoClimate. It looks like a lot of our markets don't know what they're doing today. So a thin dot on AutoClimate, again, not enough probability in either direction. Now we do have buyers very close by, just below us, between 1834.8 to 1785. We have sellers quite a way above us here, between 2003 to 1962.7. Overall, not enough probability either way, but watch out for those buyers who might push price back up. With volatility, we'd expect movement up or down in 1 year of 18.27%. In a day, that's 21.22 points. In a week, 46.72 points. And in a month, 97.25 points. That's again movement up or down. Now the next market here is the US dollar. So let's load this. With the US dollar, we actually have some confirmed direction for the first time today. We have a thick red dot. A thick red dot is AutoClimate telling us probability is down. So that's what we use it for. We use it to tell us that we should be looking to sell. If we're going to do anything, we should sell. Now we have sellers up here between 103.295 to 102.805, and buyers here between 100.675 to 99.81. We're in between them. Unlikely that we get affected by either buyers or sellers today that we can see already. Overall, likely move down based on the climate telling us the probability is to the downside. Now, when it comes to volatility, we'd expect movement up or down in 1 year of 9.35%. In a day, that's 0.6 points. In a week, 1.32 points. And in a month, 2.75 points. So that's the US dollar. Now, the last market is bakkt Bitcoin. Now, just to highlight, I just checked there, just to highlight here that you can join our platform. TOP stands for Predictive Options Planner. If you're an options trader, it's especially helpful because you can use it with exclusive integrated options apps. But you can also use it if you are trading stocks, Forex, or futures for analysis purposes. That's what I personally use it for. So check that out and see what works best for you. Otherwise, there's also links that you can follow. So if you go to our link tree, the link is now there on the screen. You can follow us in different apps and social media platforms. You can find where our videos are. And again, lots of help and support in that way. And you can check out our platform as well by going to our website. So let's now come back to bakkt Bitcoin, which is what we have here. We have a thick red dot, probability downwards. Oh, hold on. We didn't change the market, so let's just change that there. We do still have a thick red dot, probability downwards. Now we have sellers reasonably far away, between 36,445 to 35,525. And we have buyers here between 23,737.5 to 22,910. Unlikely that either buyers or sellers that we see there are going to affect us today. Probability to the downside coming from the climate again. In terms of volatility, in 1 year, we'd expect movement of 84.77%. So in a day, and I'll round up to the decimal place here. So in a day, up or down of 1,554 points. In a week would be 3,422 points. And in a month, 7,124 points. That's movement up or down. So we've looked at each of our markets. We've looked at the climate for each of them using our app AutoClimate to help us figure out where the probabilities lie. We've looked at buy and sell UFOs to find buyers that could push price up or sellers that could push price down. And we looked at volatility. Now, the last thing to look at is our weekly economic calendar. We get this from fxstreet.com and we filter by high impact news. So today being Thursday, we have some news coming out that may affect us literally just as the markets opened on the US dollar and Canadian dollar, as well as US markets and Canadian markets. And at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we have news coming out that could affect us with the Australian dollar. So be aware of that if you trade in those markets. Hopefully this has been helpful. You can again go to this link, tradewithufos.com/Becky. You can book one-on-one coaching from here. You've got questions and answers at the bottom. In between is where you can sign up for TOP if you want, our platform. Check out our apps, some of which are free. And at the top, you can also check out courses and coaching. So lots all from this link. Also, you can email me if you'd like, Becky@tradewithufos.com. So that's everything for today. I'll be back tomorrow for a market commentary then. I wish you guys a great start to your trading day and a great day ahead, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.